Mike, I was cleaning my desk on Sunday and I found something I forgot about.
Money?
A notebook from January 3 years ago. There is a list inside and the title is This Year.
Oh no, I know that kind of list.
12 things. Run 3 times a week, learn Italian, cook every evening, read a book every month, no phone after 9.
That is a very ambitious January.
And here is the part I keep thinking about. I did 11 of those things for about 2 weeks, and then I stopped.
All 11?
All 11. But one is still in my life today, 3 years later, and I still do it.
Which one?
I will tell you at the end, but it was the smallest thing on the list.
Then I'm going to think about it the whole episode.
Hello and welcome back, everyone. I'm Stasy.
And I'm Mike. Glad to be here with you again. So today, healthy habits. Why do some of them stay, and why do most of them disappear in 2 weeks?
And I think the answer is in that word, ambitious.
Say more?
In January, we choose habits for a different person, someone with more time, more energy, and a much quieter life.
That person is not me, but I plan for him every single year. Last spring, I decided to run 5 kilometers every morning before work.
How long did that last?
4 days. On day 5, it was raining, and I never went back.
And what did you do after that?
Nothing for a long time. But then a friend told me to stretch for 1 minute in the morning. 1 minute. It felt like a joke.
And?
I have done it almost every day for a year.
1 minute lasted a year, and 5 kilometers lasted 4 days.
When you say it like that, it sounds ridiculous.
It is not ridiculous. A small habit is easy on a bad day, and every week has bad days.
That is the thing nobody plans for. You plan for your good days.
So make the new habit almost embarrassingly small. 2 pages, not a chapter.
But what if I want a big change?
Then start small.
You really think everything has to start with 1 minute?
No, I think it has to start with something you can actually do on a bad day.
2 pages, though? Mike from 3 years ago would laugh at you.
And Mike from 3 years ago is not reading anything right now.
That is true, and it hurts.
2 pages every night is a book a month, and after a month, reading is just something you do in the evening.
Okay, but where do I put it? My mornings are already full.
Put the new habit next to something you already do. You always make coffee, so the new thing happens right after the coffee.
And I never have to remember it because the coffee reminds me.
That is the whole idea. You already have 20 habits. Use one of them as the alarm clock for the new one.
What do you use?
I take my vitamins right after I brush my teeth. I have never once written it in a calendar.
Mine is the stretching, right after I turn off the shower on the same piece of floor every day.
And the place matters more than people think.
It really does. Let me tell you the best thing I ever did. I stopped charging my phone next to my bed.
Where does it go now?
The kitchen. And I bought a small clock for $11, so I have no reason to bring the phone back.
And how is your sleep?
Better than it has been in years. I did not become a stronger person. I just made the bad thing harder to reach.
This works in both directions. Make the good thing easy, and the bad thing a little difficult.
Give an example of the easy side.
My walking shoes live by the door, not in the closet. In the morning, I do not decide anything. I just put them on.
The decision is the hard part.
The decision is always the hard part. So take the decision away.
Everyone, think about your own home for a moment. What is one thing you could move tonight to make a good habit easier?
It can be very small. A book on your pillow, a bottle of water on your desk. Now here is my real question. What happens when I miss a day? Because that is where I always quit.
What usually happens in your head? I miss Tuesday, I feel bad, and by Friday, the whole thing is dead.
And the missed day is not the problem. The problem is what you say to yourself after it.
What should I say instead?
I have one rule, and it is short. Never miss twice.
Say that again?
Never miss twice. One day off is okay, but if you miss 2 days, it gets much harder to start again.
So Tuesday is fine, and Wednesday is the day that matters.
Exactly. Wednesday is when you start again. And if you miss a whole week, you have not failed. You just fell out of the habit, and Monday is right there.
Fell out of the habit. I like that.
It is a useful one. I stopped for a week, and I fell out of the habit.
That is a relief, honestly. Most plans have no room for a bad day.
And a habit is not a test. Nobody is checking your work.
There is another thing that helps me, and it is other people.
Tell me,
I walk with my neighbor on Saturday mornings, and on cold mornings, I really do not want to go.
but you go.
I go because she's waiting for me outside. I'm not walking for my health at that moment. I'm walking because I don't want to leave her waiting.
That is a very honest answer.
In many countries, an evening walk with family is completely normal, and nobody calls it exercise.
And that is my favorite kind of habit. Nobody has to remember it because it's just part of the day.
You know what surprised me about all of this? People ask about it. My coworkers noticed the walking after about a week.
And what do you say to them?
That is my problem. I say something strange like, "Yes, I walk now." It sounds terrible.
Then let's fix that, because our listeners will need those words too. Somebody will ask you, and you want to answer naturally.
Okay, Stacy, we are at work on Monday morning. I look tired and happy at the same time.
Okay, I'm starting. Morning! You look different this week.
I've started walking to work. Only 20 minutes, but every day.
Good for you. How's that going?
It's going well. It's harder than I thought on rainy days.
I know that feeling. I'm trying to get into the habit of reading before bed instead of looking at my phone.
How long have you been doing that?
About 3 weeks. Some nights, I read 2 pages and fall asleep.
2 pages still counts. Just keep doing it.
That is what I keep telling myself. See you at lunch.
Now let's look at what we said, because there were some useful phrases in there.
I've started walking to work. We use this when something is new and you are doing it right now.
And I'm trying to get into the habit of reading. That one is softer. It means it is not automatic yet.
Which is honest and much easier to say than I always read before bed.
Then the 2 answers. How's that going? And good for you.
Good for you is warm and short. Somebody tells you about their new habit and you say, good for you.
Your turn, everyone. A friend says, I've started swimming twice a week. What can you say?
Good for you. How's that going? Is perfect. 2 short sentences.
And 2 more you will hear. Stick to it means keep doing it. And give up means stop completely.
I gave up after 2 weeks. Very common and very honest.
Which is a sentence I have said about running many times.
But there is one thing I want to say before we finish because I think it matters more than the rest.
Go ahead.
You do not have to change your whole life. That notebook of mine had 12 things in it, and that was the problem.
12 new people at once?
One habit is enough. Give it 2 months and let it become boring.
Boring is good.
Boring is the goal. Boring means you are not deciding anymore. You are just doing it.
Okay, now tell me, what was the one thing from the list?
2 pages of a book before bed. The smallest line on the whole page.
And you still do it.
Almost every night for 3 years. I stopped counting the books somewhere after 40.
40 books from the thing you almost did not write down.
And I never learned Italian. So tell us, everyone, what is one small habit that actually stayed in your life?
Tell us in the comments.
We read them all. Thank you for spending this time with us today.
And tonight, put 1 book on your pillow. That is the whole task.
2 pages. See you next time.
Bye, everyone.